peace. I just finished putting my nail polish on, so I thought I would sit here while it's drying. I have a few minutes before I head into work. It's been so long. Oh my God, when was the last time I actually posted a video, a sit-down video with myself? It's been a minute, guys and ladies. So I have really been working on somatic energy with myself, and just going through the somatic process, and also really taking accountability for my health, which I think is super important: mental, energetic, my aura field, my physical body. And as of today, I'm down 22 pounds now. This morning I got on the scale and I was 172.6, which I will show you guys later. Some of you that are on my Instagram page have already realized and have been following my weight loss journey. In June 17th, to be specific, I bought me a scale, and at that time I was 195.2. And as of today, I am down to 172.6 or 172.4, one of the two. So, yeah, it has been a journey. My goal right now is 165 by the end of this month. And let me just say that a lot of this is somatic work. This isn't just about weight loss. This has been being able to honor my body, see where I'm holding on to ancestral trauma within my hips and my stomach and my heart, and any blockages in my throat, inflammation in my body that is just holding on because I'm living in fight or flight, or my body is on freeze because, we were traveling when I was living in the van. It's much people they don't talk about this, but you really do live in fight or flight because you have to worry about where are you going to stay? Is this a safe space? And all of that accumulates energy within the nervous system that it needs to protect your body because we're constantly on the move, right? And so I've noticed in my own journey that me living in my van for the 3 years wasn't just about van life. It was really about me recognizing now in this present moment where van life has taken me to be able to work on my body in a very loving and somatic way. And somatic is just more internal healing than it is anything else. It's being in tuned with your body, getting back into your intuition, getting to feel what it feels like when things are off or things are on, and you get more out of the mind and you come more into your body. And so my weight loss journey, people are like, well, damn, 22 pounds, that's like in what, I think 11 weeks, you know what I'm saying, around there somewhere. And yes, it's happened. But again, it's not just because I'm consistent in the gym. Yes, that does play a role, but it's also because I'm harnessing this energy about myself, and I'm, acknowledging my body, and I'm acknowledging where I'm at. And I've learned how to be able to disassociate myself from the things in my life that are not leading me into the best version of all that I am. Not the only version, but the best version of where I can get, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that aspect of myself anymore. And so the more that you begin to tell your body that you are safe, and you create this loving relationship with yourself, and you begin to harness and recognize that a lot of the identities that you've been living haven't even been yours. The stories that you've been telling about your own life as far as the victim hasn't even been yours to be the victim for. And we obviously have choices, to take accountability of realizing that, one, we did choose this reality for ourselves to get to know ourselves again. Nothing's ever been lost. But this isn't just about a mundane day of just waking up and being on a robotic system. You know what I'm saying? This is really about the rhythm of your life and that circadian rhythm that you have with nature that just extends and expands and uplifts every experience in your life. I was watching something the other day and I forgot what video or show it was. and I think maybe it was on Instagram, some guy's Instagram page, where he was talking about how we're so used to seeing the pessimistic aspects of life that the beauty around us, we tend to forget, because there is beauty around us and there's beauty within us. The breath is something that should be cherished, because without the breath, without oxygen, you wouldn't be able to, the brain wouldn't be able to stay alive. You know, your heartbeat and how it beats at a certain rhythm in order to pump the blood in a perfected way in order for your body to rejuvenate itself. And the list goes on and on and on. The replication of your cells and how you create a new body, and according to what that body is going to look like, is all upon you, because your body does renew according to the intensity of its cells, right? And the authenticity and the organic aspects of your cells. So all of these things I've just been indulging in, and you know, I feel like now I'm in a good space because I have been consistent. I have been getting up every morning at 3:45 and being in my rituals, and you know, before I head to the gym, there's a whole process that I go through, and you know, it's gotten me to this point. And so I'm excited to be able to share this. And not only that, but this work that I'm doing on myself is also gearing me towards wanting to do somatic work with other people, you know. And I honestly feel like this is the most important aspect of our journeys, you know, is really getting in tuned back in your body and getting back into that safe space where the nervous system can finally, you know, chill out. And a lot of the things that we experience in the physicality of our bodies was something that internally was already in motion, and now the physical body is signaling to you that it wants your attention. It needs your love. It needs your awareness. And when you begin to sit still and you begin to honor that awareness, then the body eliminates all of the old identities that no longer exist, and you begin to create a new identity through the aspects of the rejuvenating of your cells and your blood, and you know, all of that. Like, I literally, I mean, just to think of how many pounds I've lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, though it's not just pounds, it's just those are old programs, old identities that were instilled in my body, that my body was holding on to because I was not being aware of, you know, the signaling that it was giving on to me. And I had to like really be with self and really take these months, you know, to be able to do this. And this is going to be a part of my journey whenever I feel the need that I have to pause and be aware and, you know, regenerate and reorganize the structure of my being. However that needs to look and however that needs to be, that is always going to be the forefront of my existence, you know. And anyways, so I just wanted to get on here and just express, you know, where I've been and what I've been working on. And I'm excited to be able to share this with other women or even men that, you know, are holding on to so much trauma in their lives. And some of the trauma is not even yours. It's just what you received in the womb that you've carried on with you into this adulthood. And, you know, when you begin to be gentler with your process, then you begin to realize and make that conscious effort to want to move forward with lightness and to bend the density of yourself into light, you know. And you have the power to do it. We've been given the tools because we are the tools. So yeah, that's where I've been. So this is your girl now, doing her thing, showing up to work looking motherfucking sexy. And that is going to be the continued journey. So the Alchemy Priestess, I have so much to share. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. And always remember that there are no tools. You are the tool. And all that is waiting for you is your stillness, your awareness, and the discipline to be able to recognize what is yours and what isn't. All right? Peace.